Hello, I'm Mark Stahl of markstahlimages.com. I've been a photographer for over 50 years and a fine art photographer for about 20. It all started with when my father used to point cameras in our directions, both movie cameras and still cameras. At every event and holiday known to man, he was there with his camera. And then one day I was less than 10 years old and I discovered a box of photography equipment and supplies in the basement, and I exclaimed right then and there that I'm going to be a photographer. You know, I struggled really a lot with school, and I studied hard, and I always did the very, very best I could, but something was wrong, and I wasn't sure what it was. It took me till I was in my 40s that my wife finally discovered that I had dyslexia. What a revelation to have an answer to understand why I had those troubles in school and why I struggled so much. But knowing what I know today, I'll tell you I wouldn't change a thing. Because what dyslexia did do to me was it forced me to become an extremely intense visual thinker. I see images all around me at all times. I have an automatic ability to compose an image, and I wouldn't change a thing because of that. You know, I joined another art group in America back in late 2018, and I learned a lot about myself and about what it took for me to, what my purpose was, why I created art, a lot having to do with my subconscious. It was just an amazing opportunity for me, and I don't regret it for a moment. But I did discover that I thought it was a little bit too heavily oriented to the commissioned painter or artist. But one of the artist friends that I became friends with told me about Art Storefronts, and I checked that out. And I joined Art Storefronts in late 2019. I watched their pitches, Instagram and Facebook, and I decided right then and there that that's what I wanted to do. Back in the late 1980s, I bought a struggling photo supply business. There were 15 employees in a catalog company that was in debt, and I was a little bit over my head. But what I did do is I never gave up. I pushed forward and I continued to work hard at it, believing that I was going to succeed at it one day. What I discovered about Art Storefronts after joining it was their philosophy: leave no soldier, artist behind. The team of Nick, Patrick, Taylor, and everybody is an amazing support team. They're always patient and knowledgeable no matter what my questions are. I'll have to say I did have a breakthrough moment within the last month, and that was when I was becoming highly overwhelmed with my photo supply business and with all the tasks that I wanted to accomplish in Art Storefronts. And I realized it was similar to my photo supply business. Just continue working the plan one day at a time. Do the very best I can. No matter how overwhelmed I can, it's all about building followers. Continue with the plan, and I will continue to progress. There's very few companies in the world that have a philosophy as Nick, the CEO of this business. He understands that if we succeed, they succeed. So they're going to do everything they can to help us succeed, whether it be Zoom meetings 7 days a week, working with us in chats, live chats, answering our questions through their Facebook pages, you name it. This team has put everything together to make us succeed. And if we succeed, the company succeeds. I'll tell you that I'm so happy and pleased that I chose Art Storefronts, and I don't regret it for a moment. And I'm confident that if you join this team, you will have success one day as well.